Football does not build character, it reveals it. On June 25th, 2026, inside the colossal bowl of the New Jersey Stadium, 11 men in yellow jerseys stepped onto a pitch wrapped in the heavy, suffocating air of impending elimination. Group E had already been carved up by the football world's pundits. Germany, the four-time world champions, arrived fresh off a ruthless 7-goal display earlier in the tournament. They were elite, calm, and mathematically secure. Ecuador, sitting uncomfortably in third place, were widely expected to play the role of the sacrificial lamb. In the streets of Quito, an entire nation held its breath. They knew the history. They knew that the giant standing across from them possessed a machine-like precision that rarely leaves room for fairy tales. And then, the whistle blew. And within seconds, the nightmare scenario became a brutal reality.
Just 2 minutes! That is all it took for the German machine to strike. A fluid, incisive build-up through Florian Wirtz cut directly through the heart of the Ecuadorian midfield. A perfectly weighted pass found Leroy Sané, who instinctively guided the ball past a helpless Hernan Galíndez. 1-0, Germany. The stadium fell completely silent, save for a small, roaring pocket of black and red flags. The script was written. It felt like the floodgates were about to tear wide open, threatening to turn this decider into a humiliation. But someone forgot to give the script to Nilson Angulo. Nearly 7 minutes later, before the heavy hands of despair could set into the squad, Ecuador fought back. A blistering counterattack, a moment of sheer individual brilliance from Pedro Vite, and suddenly, Angulo found space. He struck. The ball flew into the back of the net. Equalizer, 1-1. The stadium erupted into absolute bedlam. The fan cams from the upper tiers shook so violently that the field became a blur of pure yellow emotion. Ecuador were refusing to die. What followed was not just a football match. It was a brutal war of tactical attrition. Germany dominated the ball, maintaining over 60% possession. Jamal Musiala twisted and turned through tight spaces, while Joshua Kimmich pulled the strings from deep. Every single Ecuadorian challenge had to be perfect. Piero Incapoe threw his body into the line of fire, picking up a yellow card in a desperate bid to halt the German advance. Yellow cards flew. The pressure built like a boiling kettle. In the dugout, tactical adjustments were made. Enner Valencia left the field, exhausted, replaced by Kevin Rodriguez. Germany brought on fresh firepower. The minutes bled away, and a draw felt completely inevitable. But for Ecuador, a draw was simply not enough. They needed a miracle. They needed an immortal hero. Then came the 77th minute. A corner kick awarded to Ecuador. The entire stadium stood up. Millions watching at home pressed their faces closer to their screens. The ball swung into the crowded penalty box. A chaotic scramble of limbs and jerseys. Out of the absolute chaos, Gonzalo Plata reacted with lightning-fast instinct. He rifled the ball directly into the roof of the net past Manuel Neuer. 2-1 to Ecuador. Real time stood still. Complete, unadulterated madness took over the New Jersey Stadium. Fans in the front rows fell over the barriers in pure joy. Grown men wept openly into their flags. The fan-recorded videos from that exact second show a wall of yellow roaring so loudly it rattled the microphones. Plata sprinted to the corner flag, buried in a mountain of his teammates.
The final 13 minutes, plus stoppage time, felt like an absolute eternity. Germany threw everything forward. Antonio Rudiger pushed up as an extra striker. Every cross into the box felt like a potential heart attack for an entire country. The referee looked at his watch. One final German attack cleared away by William Pacho. The final whistle blew. It was over. Ecuador 2, Germany 1. Against the heavyweights of Europe, against the odds, and against history itself, La Tri achieved the impossible. With 4 points, they cemented their survival, advancing to the round of 32 as one of the best third-place teams in the tournament. They will tell stories about this night for generations. The night the machine was broken by sheer, unyielding heart. The night New Jersey turned entirely yellow.